I don't want to milk the password journal video, but now I'm going to address some of the things said in the comment section. In between something I address, I'm going to show you something from each of the last 3 generations, just so this doesn't get boring. First of all, there were 8,747 comments, and I don't think there was one single comment that was significantly mean. How is that possible? On TikTok, everybody's mean. And I think I read every single comment. And they don't take that long to read. They're very short. No negative comments. Some people wrote, this guy's weird, or this guy's too old to be doing this. That's not significantly mean. To some people, that's a valid point. Now I'm going to show something from Generation X. This is a box that looks like denim jeans. Don't recognize it? You'll recognize what's inside. You use it to hold all of your 45s. Here are some of mine. Rick Springfield, Psychedelic Furs, Duran Duran, Sheila E., Corey Hart, Never Surrender, Aha, Pet Shop Boys, New Edition, Men Without Hats, and Monchichi. Monchichi, you didn't see that. And we'd listen to our 45s on the Fisher-Price record player. Older Gen X would listen to their 45s on a much more advanced hi-fi record player. Next, I am not that old, but a handful of comments were like, oh, do you have grandkids? I bet you're the best grandfather. Does anyone follow that girl who puts a filter on her face to make her look old? And then she says things like, everyone thinks I look so young. I should carry around a sippy cup because I look like I'm 5 years old. I'm not one of those people, but I don't think I look 55. My older sister isn't even 55. The class of 89 is 55, and I wasn't anywhere near graduating in 1989. Someone said this was an old man hat, so I'm never wearing it again. No, I wasn't even mad. It kind of is. If I shave all this off, I look like an adult baby. It's like, wow, you look really young in a really creepy way. Now here's something from the millennial generation. Bananas in pajamas. This is a singing banana in pajamas. And if I press this button, I'm not going to stop pressing this button because I guess the word is vocal stim. The song this plays is a vocal stim for me. I gotta stop. Next, I was not alive when the Brady Bunch ended. Before I gained a bunch of followers, my channel was all Gen X, like predominantly Gen X and millennials. And for some reason, I had no idea that showing the password journal from 2000 would attract all the younger millennials and Gen Z. I referenced the Brady Bunch thinking all my viewers would be Gen X. And we know the Brady Bunch because growing up in the 80s, they played reruns of it ad infinitum. That means a lot. If you grew up in Boston, it played at like 5 o'clock on Channel 56 every single day. Then later on, it was on Nickelodeon for years. I grew up in the Full House generation. So yeah, that's the explanation for the Brady Bunch reference. Here's something from Gen Z. It's a singamajig. I just did a video on these, but I used the green one. I don't want people to tell me I got the color wrong. It's like seafoam green. I don't know what it's singing. It sounds like da-da-da-da-da-da, but it's not. Look. You're singing nothing. You're just randomly singing nothing. Next, the only reason I said Justin Bieber at first, I think I was thinking of Justin Timberlake, but I didn't know the toy was from the year 2000 yet, if you watch the video. At that moment, I was assuming it was a toy from 2010. Then, when I realized it was from the year 2000, that's when I switched to Aaron Carter. Why do I know these people? I mean, they're popular, but right now I don't know who any of the popular singers are. If I looked them up and told you the list of singers I don't know, maybe I should do a video on that. You will explode if you found out what singers I've never heard of. This is something for older Gen X because I always seem to overlook them. The ones that did grow up with the Brady Bunch. This is Miss Beasley. She became famous on another Brady Bunch type show called Family Affair. She was the doll that belonged to Jody. I wasn't even around for this. She used to talk if you pulled a string in the back. The string broke. She also used to have glasses. I just spilled Coke on Miss Beasley. I'm not even going to edit that out. Clean it up, Miss Beasley. I think it spilled on my next Gen X toy. Next, and I'm not even mad about any of these. I think they're whimsical, which is my favorite word, by the way, and everyone used it to describe me, and I was thrilled. In the follow-up video with the Kindle, so many people commented, oh my God, you got the light to work. And as a lot of you know, I got the light to work in the first video. But I thought it was funny because we all knew who didn't watch the full video if you were surprised if the light worked. Again, I fixed it in the first video. I got all excited. It was adorable. Here's something else for the millennials. It's a Polly Pocket clock. I call it a Polly Clocket. Missed opportunity, Bluebird. That's the company that makes them. As you can see, inside is not Polly Pocket because it's a boy. So I don't know, it's her brother. It's Paul Pocket. But you can make them go in the house and out of the house, kind of like a cuckoo clock. But you also open it up, and it's a little Polly Pocket playset. I think that's Polly Pocket. Might be one of her stupid friends. And then Paul can show up. Hey, Polly, I'm here, and I'm hoping you're DTF. That was inappropriate. Next, I just want to thank everyone for getting it to 9.4 million views. My friends were telling people, and my other friends were like, what did you get 9.4 million views on? And I'm like, I reviewed the password journal. The what? Speak up. The password journal. Dude, stop mumbling. The password journal, okay? That's literally what the conversation was like. Here's another thing from Generation Z. It's a Hatchimal. I'm pretty sure you all know what this is. This is a Generation 1 Hatchimal, when they were impossible to find. I found two, because someone had hid them on the shelf behind some other toys. The reason I have them is because I sold one of them for $100, and I'll probably sell this one. I'm going to give you some fun facts on what 9.4 million people is equal to. Not bragging, I just think this is fascinating. The entire population of New Jersey. That's not a small state. I lived there once. Also Virginia, and Washington, and Arizona, and Tennessee, and the entire country of Switzerland. 9 million people would be the equivalent of filling University of Michigan's football stadium at full capacity 10 to 11 times, all because of a password journal. I love TikTok. And finally, and my favorite, 9 million people is the equivalent of every single person living in New York City. Here's another thing from Generation X that all my teachers in elementary school wanted to throw out the window if girls brought them in. It's a Chubbles. Kind of looks like an Ewok. It wasn't your line yet. I don't know why it just went off, because it's only supposed to go off when you block the light from it. Like, you can like pull his little hood down. Why are you going off when you're in full view of light? You better not. It used to go off. And quickly, millennial toys that didn't make the cut. Talk Boy. Game Boy Color. 13 Dead End Drive. Things that didn't make the cut for Gen X. Panther. Skeletor's cat. The Red Lion from Voltron. Merman. And the greatest Transformer ever. Soundwave. I forgot his head snapped off. I don't have any more Gen Z things, so that's it. Bye.